ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Shri C.V. Anand Garu, IPS Director General of Police, Telangana. May I request everyone if you can please join your hands together and give a round of applause as Sir joins me here on the stage. A very warm welcome to you, sir. And I would like to invite on stage Ms. Reema Gautam, Senior Producers, Times, Now.in, to moderate the session.
Very good evening to all of you. आप सभी को नमस्कार और जय हिंद. We have a wonderful guest with us. He is one man who would have solved hundreds of cases in his span of duty. But do you know what has been his one of the most challenging and continuous task or operation? That's maintaining 75 kgs of his weight for last 32 years. Since the time he was 20 years old, he's maintaining this weight. Not only this, he has been an inspiration for the entire force. जब फिटनेस की बात आती है तो डीजीपी सीवी आनंद सिर्फ बात करते नहीं हैं बल्कि वो करके दिखाते हैं और वही बात अपनी फोर्स में भी करते हैं. डीजीपी साहब, वी आर सो थैंकफुल दैट यू आर हियर. वी आर सो हैप्पी. थैंक यू सो वेरी मच. इनफैक्ट मैं अभी बात कर रही थी कि हेल्थ समिट में वन ऑफ द फिटेस्ट गेस्ट मुझको अभी दिखाई दे रहे हैं.
थैंक यू रीमा जी. आई एम वेरी हैप्पी टू बी हियर टुडे एंड मुझे भी बहुत खुशी हुई है कि आज ये आपके हेल्थ समिट में मैं मौजूद हुआ हूँ.
सबसे पहला सवाल मेरा ये है आपसे सर. वी टॉक अबाउट फिटनेस एंड जनरली वी टॉक ओनली, you know, we don't do much, and especially when it comes to our forces. तो वहां पर जहां तो बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है अगर हम बात करें आर्मी की या उन तमाम हमारी जो फोर्सेस हैं, लेकिन अगर हम पुलिस की बात करते हैं तो प्रायोरिटी लिस्ट में ऑन ड्यूटी, मतलब ड्यूटी ज्वाइन करने से पहले हर कोई फिट होता है जब एक आईपीएस बनता है, और आप तो पहले ही अटेम्प्ट में बने आईपीएस हैं तो फिटनेस की वैल्यू आप तब से लेकर के चल रहे हैं. लेकिन उसके बाद कहीं ना कहीं ये एक बैक सीट ले लेता है अपने फिटनेस रूटीन को लेकर के. उस स्ट्रेस आर में जिस तरीके से वो लगातार जॉब करते हैं, लॉन्ग आवर्स होते हैं, बहुत चैलेंजिंग सिचुएशन होती है प्रोफेशनल पर्सनल बैलेंस को करना. इस सब के बीच आप कहां और कैसे देखते हैं कि फोर्स के लिए कितना बड़ा चैलेंज है अपनी फिटनेस को लेकर के अवेयर रहना और उसे एक प्रैक्टिस बनाना?
Actually, the biggest challenge with the police, I mean, unlike the army and the air force, our hours are working hours are very, very undefined. And to maintain fitness, you require a certain routine, which is very, very difficult to maintain, to keep up in the law and order police especially. And what happens is, if during the recruitment and the training, we have these extremely rigorous schedules, parades, outdoor, so everyone becomes very fit. But the moment they go and join the force or the police station or the district, then, you know, the 24-hour schedule tends to go haywire. And then the difficulty comes in on how to and when to do these exercises, or the physical part of it. And of course, the mental part of it goes haywire again, because you are not able to keep up that routine. And then after a long day's work, आप थक जाते हैं, and आपको लगता है कि ठीक है, अब छोड़ो, कल देखते हैं. अब कल आता ही नहीं है. And slowly over a period of time, they lose interest, and then they develop a belly and put on weight, and it becomes a habit to live like with that. So basically, this is the issue I have seen with many of my colleagues or my juniors and seniors. And some of them are very committed, despite the job being very busy. They still say 24 hours, okay, 1 hour is mine. And they somehow make that time. And I have done that. I mean, I have been so very particular about my fitness And because I feel that is the basis on which I can turn out more work, be mentally agile, physically agile, and also in a uniform, when you are standing, the half, our look itself,
You should look at dashing officer.
I mean, not dashing, the look itself tells the public he's a no-nonsense guy, and we better behave.
So then it's very difficult for your subordinates to work such a fitness freak boss like
Yeah,
you.
I keep tapping at their tummies and, what happened.
What
and-
are the basic suggestions, sir? कहाँ आप उन्हें लगातार टोकते हैं? बेसिक बातें फिटनेस को लेकर क्या कहते हैं? मैंने ये भी सुना है कि आप वॉक द टॉक अक्सर करते हैं अगर लंबी बातचीत होती है. You just do the walk the talk. Is it right? ये आपके बारे में सही बात है?
नहीं, मतलब थोड़ा तो बहुत है, थोड़ा मैं जब आता हूं तो सब लोग अपना सांस अंदर लेकर कोशिश करते हैं कि और दिख जाता है मुंह में कि ये कर रहा है. आई सेड रिलैक्स, डोंट वरी, कल से बात करते हैं क्या करना है कल के बारे में. सो it becomes a topic of discussion because majority of them are not very fit, and though they are concerned, they are not able to keep up that routine which is required. It is hard work, let me tell you. When I speak in these passing out parades or when I address my men, I say when they are initiated into the force from various level, constable level to IPS, I say the belt which you are wearing today should be the guideline. You should be able to fit that belt without even changing a hole. You should be able to wear the same belt 35 years later when you retire.
And you have already completed 32 years.
No, I finished 35. I'm 91 batch.
Really? Oh, wow. That's so nice. So law enforcement jobs, they require extraordinary perseverance, endurance, discipline, foremost. You have been talking about it. You have been not only talking about it, you have been inspiring them and practically doing things which matters. The young generations, young officers who are aspiring where you are to be, what's your mantras for them?
Policing is a tough job. I mean, nowadays it's not only policing. I think every field is very, very tough. The competition is so high. And now I see with the AI coming in, even people with assured jobs are very, very insecure. And so life is tough, basically. So to face this, we require, first of all, a lot of mental toughness. Mentally, we have to be very fit. And we need basically to be very standardized with our feelings when we are at a high and when we are at a low. That's where sports also comes in. I am a sportsman. So I've been playing cricket since a very young age. I played at a very high level also. I played Tour de England and I played almost till Ranji Trophy. And I still play. What that game has taught me is to take the highs and the lows with a type of equanimity. One day you'll be just dropped from the team. You'll be a 12th man. You'll be carrying drinks. Then next day, okay, something happens. Someone is injured. You get a chance. You click. Then you go on and become a captain of the team. So then again you will get dropped. These are the highs and lows which you go through. And these are the emotions which, that's why I emphasize that sports is very important. So those who are into these active lives, please develop a hobby. That's what I tell them. Go through this emotion of winning and losing. And mentally, once you are at it, when you are ready to take challenges, when you are not playing too safe, you accept criticism. As you go along, you learn how to fail, and then you learn how to overcome it and then succeed. Then these are the aspects which, shape you up into a very good personality, a well-rounded personality, and develop leadership skills in you. तो मैं यही कहता हूँ कि आप हर तरीके के इमोशन को आप उसको स्वीकार करें और ये ना हो कि अरे आज हो गया life khatam ho gaya. Nahi, life is a long run, and never 2 days will be the same. So today you may be down, today you'll be up, and tomorrow you'll be up. So that should be the driving force, and that's what I keep telling my officers. Just, there'll be tough times in a career which spans when you join the IPS, especially, or as an SI, or as a DSP. You have 30 plus years. Some who join young will have 37, 38. Now, in this 35 years of service, there will be so many ups and downs. There will be so many good postings, so many bad postings, postings which you don't like. You will have trouble with the politicians, you will have trouble with your bosses. I mean, you have to go through all that. You have to maintain a type of equanimity through these things. And if you are physically fit, then that leads to mental fitness, and then it leads to tackling of these situations in a better manner.
Definitely. So being a boss, how you practically do for your corps, your subordinates, sir, because we have challenging situations in Telangana. Agar hum law enforcement ke lihaz se baat kare, they are dealing with the Naxals also, they are dealing with other big things. So if you know that officers who are posted there and is not going maybe in very good mental state, something is challenging with them, how do you deal with that personally? You advise them something specifically, or you monitor the situation, and how you deal with the situation for them?
Yeah, actually, I've been through it personally. For the first 9 to 10 years, I worked in the very badly affected, Naxal-affected districts of Warangal, Adilabad, and Nizamabad. And every time I left home, I would quickly go inside, have a look at my wife and kid, and then leave, because I didn't know whether I'll come back. That was the situation. Because there used to be so many landmine blasts, and you don't know, once you go outside, you just don't know. It was like a war. So with that personal experience, the type of leadership which needs to be given in these situations, I was very well aware of how we should not never expose our force to risk, unnecessary risk, how to take care. And as SP Nizamabad, well, we had hundreds of scores of encounters. I ensured that by the time I left 3.5 years later, there's only one casualty. How to protect our police stations. I used to roam around in the night and built attack-proof police stations. And when there were some serious cases also, I knew, my sixth sense used to tell me that this is an invitation by the Naxals. They would have planted mines on the way. So I would say, don't go. I mean, usually my sixth sense would be right. So that's how you need to protect them. You need to encourage them, give them the accelerated promotions, and such encouragement used to be given.
Yes.
So we have to understand the situation. Later, when I came to the city, we had communal situations. And there also it's very risky. Sometimes missiles will be flying, bullets will be flying sometimes. And when cops open fire or...
And imagine you have to constantly work in such challenging
Yes.
situation, which is otherwise
Now,
rare for the people.
Hyderabad has been peaceful for the last 15 years. But we have faced situations where it was very bad. And in such situations also, how to work during this curfew, and how we have to do the patrolling and be safe ourselves. All these things are things which we need to guide personally. Lead from the front. As a leader, you have to be there in front and lead, take the risk and lead them. So that's how we need to motivate.
So what's your diet secret, sir? Like, are there some things you have totally extracted from your diet plan?
Yes.
What it is?
Many would not like it, but I have reduced a lot, almost eliminated the 4 whites. That is sugar, salt, rice, and maida. So even the biscuit which you must be having must be of maida. So have a second look at it before you eat. So what happens is on many occasions you will not be able to avoid it. For instance, you go for a function. There you can't expect a jawar ki roti there. Nor can you expect quinoa rice or brown rice. You can't even ask for it. And then you may go for a function for 2-3 days. So what you can do is, in such situations, reduce the quantum. Have just a little rice and lot of vegetables.
Less portion size.
Yes, very, very little. You require carbs, of course, to run. That's the powerhouse. And you require energy. So minimum level of carbs is necessary. But you have to be very, very careful in what you're eating. So you are what you eat. Please keep in mind.
So how many times you relish Hyderabadi biryani in a week?
No, not every week. It depends on the occasion. For instance, we go for a function and there's biryani there, which being a Hyderabadi, I just can't resist it. So
Even if being a Delhiite, we can't resist it.
It'll be a cheat day, and then I have to recover the next morning.
What do you
So
do?
next morning would be a little more of maybe another 2-3 extra kilometers of jogging, or another half an hour extra of weight
Like
training.
how many you jog every day otherwise?
No, I don't jog every day. Every day I do my stretching, yoga, and if there's a little time available, for instance, there's no immediate meeting at 10:30 or something, I can go on and do an extra hour of weight training. I believe weight training is very, very important to keep fit.
The muscle strength going on.
Otherwise, the sarcopenia, that is muscle loss, which is much more critical than any other thing.
Exactly.
So after a certain age, when you tend to lose muscle. That is when you develop all these difficulties of walking properly. And anything you do, you may do a lot of yoga and stretching. That alone won't suffice.
So you're more a yoga person than the gym person.
No, you have to do stretching, or yoga, and then you have to do a lot of weight training also.
Weight training.
Because I'm still playing competitive sport. I play my cricket, tennis, and golf. So for that, and if I have to bat and score hundreds, I have to bat 35 overs. How will I stay there and run between the wickets? So it has to be, muscle has to be toned.
So one side effect of such challenging jobs, that your circadian rhythm gets disturbed so badly that gradually affects on your health. Then when it starts affecting your vital organs, you never know until and unless it comes out in the report. How should one deal with it? Be it any kind of challenge. Even journalism is not less challenging jobs. People are working out of schedule. What would you suggest for them?
Basically, the circadian rhythm is a very biological clock, is very, very important. But there will be occasions when it gets disturbed, especially in the police. There'll be late nights, and sometimes you'll be caught up in something which totally unexpected. You have to be patient that day and recover the next occasion when which is available. I mean, you should not say that, okay, I couldn't do 2 days, I will not do the third day. No. That determination to make up for the lost 2 days is very, very important. And that's how time management, how you manage those 24 hours is very crucial to your mental and physical fitness. You should be very determined to follow it. And despite being very, very busy, I don't think anyone has been more busier than me, because I've held very important posts throughout in law and order as CP Cyberabad, Vijayawada, Hyderabad. Then in CISF, I was there traveling the entire country where I was. So timings were not very suitable, but still there will be an occasion where you can, in the hotel room, you can put a bed sheet down and do your 1 hour yoga. No one can stop you from that. That self-discipline is very, very important.
No shortcut for success, no shortcut for discipline, and no shortcut to be fit like DGP CV Anand. Big round of applause for our DGP sir.
Thank you
so much, sir.
Thank
Such
you.
a valuable wisdom you have shared with us. Thank you so much for being part of our conclave. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. An absolute spectacular masterclass in leadership we have just witnessed. I want everyone, once again, please, a huge round of applause for the incredible duo here on the stage. Thank you, Ms. Rima, for anchoring this session so beautifully.